was Tigertron or something like that, I would probably get it. But I have my specifics. I'm like,
yeah.
But I've got all the other ones up there. I got a couple headmasters in the boxes. And I forgot who else I picked up lately.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think we're all ready to go.
Oh, Blur and Jazz. Oh, God. I'm going to fall over here. Okay. All right. I'll get off the dice tower. No, actually, I won't. Actually, I'll get off that one, though. All right. There. Oh, and I'll kill the music. I just had that running in the background for noise.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. But as always, DeanDestinyProject.com if you are interested in checking out the books for the game. This is where you can find them. Give them some love, because without them, this game is not possible. But otherwise, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so, when we last left our heroes, Earl Shale, Elias Norwood, Theo Levin, and their ghosts, DB, Paradox, and Nova, the party set out to New York in search of information on the Genesis Corporation and to meet their adversary head-on. After locating the facility and doing some investigating, the party did manage to turn up a handful of thumb drives and over 30 terabytes of raw data. Now, as the storm begins to pass over the city, the building is engulfed with a swirl of lightning, and the party escapes to the roof, only to meet face to face with the evil speedster himself.
God damn it, Barry. This is why we can't have nice things.
So, as you guys came up to the roof, Elias had the chip in his hand and his gun barrel pointed to it.
Whew.
You have something that belongs to me.
Oh boy.
Nah, I don't think I do. Frankly, I don't see your name on
it. My name doesn't need to be on anything.
I mean, I can just pull the trigger right now and then neither of us get what we want.
I'll amuse you for now. Elias.
Ooh, so scary.
Not even curious how I know your name. Oh, that's just gonna be fun.
I'm not scared enough when I can take this chip and blow it apart and then take my ship and have it go FTL into this building to kill all of us. And then nobody has to worry about you anymore.
That's amusing. So, as you're standing there, are you looking at the chip at all?
I have it like in my eyes line, so it's not disappearing from my side or his.
Right, but what I'm saying is it in your peripheral view then?
Yeah, like I'm holding it in front of my face, basically. So I can see him and it at the same time.
Okay. But I'm trying to understand how your position is, because, like, is your arms, like, kind of, like...
I basically have it held up in front of me with my gun aimed up into it.
Okay. So he starts looking at the rest of you. Where's the rest of your shamble little party, Elias?
Which ones?
I was always fond of that Australian friend of yours.
Yeah, that asshole.
He's just quietly staring at you.
just want to say out of character real quick. Elias uses comedy when he's fucking nervous as shit.
That's fine.
So just saying that as a character.
So can he see Theo and I?
Yeah, he's
Okay, I wanna
he's
make
turned
sure.
and he's looked at all three of you.
Okay, so we're all standing out there. Okay. I just want to be sure. Okay.
So while this has gone on, his head turns to you, Eros.
Oh, good. I was going to ask him a question. Why did you do it?
Wearing his cloak, are you?
Yes. My eyes were just staring at him. Why did you do it? Why did you kill them?
Because I need to get what I want.
What is it that you want?
To restart the world.
Why?
You and your pathetic little vanguard bring about the disaster of all disasters. You and your vanguard bring the darkness here. And I will do everything I can to make sure they never come. And to do that, I will restart the whole world.
You do realize darkness comes no matter what. There always has to be a balance.
So while you're asking this, you hear in your helmet from DB, he goes, "Yes, keep him talking. We're analyzing his power right now."
So who are you? I've
I am
never
the
met you.
future.
Oh, the future. Okay. What are you, time travel?
Time travel is... maybe not the correct term for it.
So what is the correct term for it?
I come from a time where the darkness has already beaten you. I come from a time where you all fail.
That sounds like you just gave up.
Giving up implies that I would just lay down and do nothing, Elias. You think I'm gonna lay down and do nothing?
No, because somebody that actually cared would have fought till the end. Stand by their comrades and died with them. And yet, here you are.
Oh, the truths you will learn in time. You and I have gone at this for a long, long time. You faced me before, and you will face me again. Again. Because everything you are is everything I need to make the world start over.
So what's the plan after that then? Once everybody's gone.
He turns to look at you, Theo. The robot's awfully quiet.
Ain't a robot. I'm just as human. Same as him. Same as possibly you. Whatever you are.
You've been restarted how many times, and yet you just cannot accept what you are. You would be so much more powerful if you would just embrace it.
I know what I am. What I was back then, I wish to change it. As
And
to my
yet
start
you
with
could be
here.
so much more.
In what? Siding with you, perhaps?
You are a machine. You don't have to deal with the many, many problems organics have. You don't have to worry about what these guys have to worry about.
And yet I choose to. Because I am human.
What a pity. He looks back to you, Elias. So, here we are, and you think this chip is all I'm after.
And what would you be after?
You already know what I'm after.
My light?
Your light, the light of many. You will all give me the power I need to restart the world.
Here's the thing of why I don't fucking believe you. If you were to need all this light to do this, you would already attack the last city, and yet you haven't. You attack little groups, gathering as little light as you can to stay under the radar. It means that you can be defeated. It means that you're scared also, that we'll find you. Not just me, not Theo, not Eros. Entirety of the Vanguard. You're around scrounging for scraps.
Scraps, you say? Well, Elias, if that were true, do you think I would attack the city in full force? Do you think I would just cause pandemonium? Or would I take my time? Would I infiltrate? Would I sow dissent? Would I slowly let you rot from the inside out?
Nah, it just sounds like you're an asshole that likes to kill civilians for fun.
For fun.
Yeah, those civilians didn't have light in them. They weren't guardians. There was one, and he's still alive. I'm gonna laugh when he comes back just to kick your fucking ass.
When he sees me again, he will freeze up the same way he did the first time.
You think that?
So while you've been having this conversation, make a perception check for me.
God damn it, I gotta switch to fucking roll 20.
And actually, if you all want to make a perception check for me, go ahead and do so.
Yeah, figures. Mine's not high.
Wait.
14. Okay.
I have the best perception of all of us.
Yeah.
I'm the one paying attention to him.
You're the one facing him down.
Sorry,
Ooh,
I've got
okay.
revenge on the mind, so you know.
Yeah, you're
I'm
not
just
really paying
focused.
attention to the details. You're
Yeah.
you're more blinded in anger.
Yeah. At this point,
Theo's
that's
just like, am I a
Theo,
robot?
he's struck a chord by jabbing at you with the robot. Elias, while you've been having this conversation with him, periodically his entire body is vibrating. You're seeing the same crackling energy and the same kind of arc energy that, like, how would it be? Like, I'd say, like, think of, like, Gohan Super Saiyan 2, where it's just, like, he's surrounded by arc energy, just, like, crackling all about him.
I'm trying to think of a character that perfectly describes what you're saying. I can't think of him right now. Because I know what you're describing.
Yeah, but, yeah, he's periodically vibrating, and he's just crackling with arc energy surrounding his entire body.
I like how this is all taking place on a rooftop, too.
Well, this has been fun, kids, but it's time to get what I came here for. And as he lifts his hand, you see
You're
the
still
chip.
doing the voice.
As he lifts his hand, you see the chip is in between his fingers.
At that, I cast my super. And I am just blowing everything away in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it for me.
That is a 21 to hit.
Okay, it will definitely hit.
But I am specifically aiming for that chip.
Okay, but your beam is still a pretty
I
wide
know.
beam anyway, so you're pretty much going to encompass him in the entire shot anyway, so... I understand you're aiming for the chip, but you're still pretty much aiming at his body generally, so...
Oh, no.
It's a well worth shot.
Okay.
And that also did 22 damage.
Okay.
Because for some reason it added it to it already. I think.
Yeah, because I
You updated
above
it?
game, I did update that, so it would just automatically roll the damage there for you, so you didn't have to worry about that anymore.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Love you.
You're welcome. I put in work for you. So, as you have done this, you cast the arc beam, and it fires. The beam goes right past, and it seems to absorb him. But as the beam falls, you see his hand is just holding up, and the arc energy just passes all around him. Please. I'm literally made of arc energy. Did you really think that was going to work?
I take
I
out
had
my
to try
bow.
something.
I'm gonna take my bow out.
Machine gun.
So, yeah, I will... You guys will... Basically, I'll give you guys first attacks. So, go ahead and roll whatever attacks you would like.
Oh, hold on 1 second. There's something I want Paradox to do real quick. I also
Okay.
want him to put out a fucking distress beacon and start calling in our ships.
Okay. Paradox says the ship's already on the way. We're trying to analyze what the satellite data here. We're working on everything here. Ship's on the way 2 minutes.
Oh, we just gotta live.
Which,
Alright, yep. Choose your attack, gentlemen, and give it your best.
Theo, you pulled out your machine gun, right?
yep,
Can you give cover fire? Just start shooting at him.
covering fire.
I'm pulling on an explosive arrow, and I'm going to shoot it at the base of his feet while he's shooting at him.
I mean, my super would have been my attack, wouldn't it have, Dave?
Yep. I mean, you
Okay.
basically, this is basically a surprise attack you guys are doing, so that's why you're getting advantage on the attack as well.
Where's my combat? Oh, I hit it right there.
But I mean, since you hit him with a 20, 21 anyway, like you have no issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also just gonna go ahead and roll a fucking initiative for me.
And then I
Okay.
also
Okay.
have the automatic fire, so I get another attack.
Yeah.
That one's probably not gonna hit. So first
Well,
one's flicking.
I mean, since your objective was laying down cover fire, you're effectively doing it. You're shooting at him. You're not
Alright.
really you're not hitting him, but you're kind of like shooting, like say like in his area, kind of like you're shooting at his feet, kind of.
Dave, I have
Matrix-
a question for you.
Real quick, let me finish. Matrix, your combat bow shot, you do shoot the explosive arrow at his feet.
What do I need
As
to
far
roll?
as its explosion, here's the thing with that. When the explosive arrow goes off, he begins to vibrate again, and the explosion basically passes through him.
This is actually kind of important to that. When I did my super, did it by any chance weaken the building under him?
Well, with an
You did
explosive arrow.
electrically burn the ceiling.
Wouldn't the
Because you were kind of aimed, not necessarily at, you were more aimed up, like kind of in his chest area, so you didn't really aim for the ground.
Okay.
You might have hit the back wall, like if you like kind of pushed him, like he would like just kind of like fall off the roof.
Mm-hmm.
But you might have hit, yeah, you hit like the back kind of like protection area for the wall there, but you didn't weaken the floor underneath you.
would the explosive arrow done that?
I'm gonna say no because it's not enough explosive to do that kind of damage.
Okay, damn.
If it was a C4 arrow, that's one thing, but we're
Yeah,
not
I
doing
need to
C4
upgrade.
arrows.
I need an upgrade.
All right. But everyone else, roll initiative for me.
Oh shoot. Yeah.
Dave,
What's
that
my initiative?
D20 roll is for the super recharge.
Okay.
Hey, me and Matrix go at the same time.
I'll let you go first if you'd like.
Yeah,
Although
that's
I
the
got
one that
revenge in the mind.
one that literally embodies chaos.
Oh. Sorry. I'm not dying.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
With my threat, what would happen if I actually did that?
Did what?
Taking my ship and make it go full Admiral Hondo into the building.
Oh god.
Because I'm pretty sure he's fast, but he's not faster than FTL.
He could more than likely escape the city before your ship would get there.
Faster than the light?
Well, here's the thing. You don't really know what his maximum speed is yet, so I cannot tell you whether or not he can or cannot run at the speed of light.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
So, he's going to be going first, and he's going to go for Elias. Elias, I need you to make a strength check for me.
God damn it. 17.
17. Okay. So, he has grappled you. He has grabbed your wrist, and he basically has you lifted up in a chokehold. He's holding your wrist where your gun is, so you cannot aim it, and he's got you now in a grapple hold. And because he still has movement, let's go for a run. So okay, you guys are up here.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't it this building?
Or
Yeah, we were in this building.
Yeah.
all right, you landed on this building, right?
Yeah, we
I'm sorry.
landed,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
we're-
right. So yeah, I had
Sorry,
these
I
two
didn't have
buildings
a map up,
confused.
my
I
bad.
apologize, sir. Okay, so yeah, you're starting here.
Because I remember Theo fucking blasted through the wall.
Right. Yeah.
Beautiful
Now I
landing.
remember. Yes, thank you. Now I remember.
I was like,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Yeah. It's all coming back to me now. I remember that now. Thank you. All right. So, you'll be starting here, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait. He's not vibrating then right now, is he?
No, he's not. That vibration action was the one-time use for that explosive arrow. He's not vibrating right now. But that's not going to matter because he's going to take off running with Elias in tow.
Oh shit.
So I'm going to paint you a path. You start here. You work your way down the building. He smacks you into the road for 3 damage.
Holy crap. Okay.
He still has grip on you, and he runs down.
Can I attempt to do something?
At the end of this run, because this is still his movement action.
Alright.
crap.
So he's got you here, and he's gonna run all the way to here with you. So he's about almost hitting the 4-way street with you.
Alright.
Okay, so you can attempt to break out of the grapple hold, so make another strength check.
Actually, not gonna do that.
Or what would you like to do?
He has me we're about the same height, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to wrap my legs around his lower waist, so he can't really move. And counter grapple in a sense.
Okay. I'd say that would be dexterity. Because you're trying to maneuver your legs into a position that you're not really going to have much advantage of either. So,
Well, he isn't attacking my legs.
yeah, no, I get what you mean. I'm just saying, like, because of the way it's set up there, it's like,
Or actually, no. I want to try to kick off from his chest because he's holding me out, so that wouldn't really work.
well, he's got your wrist and your neck, so from
Yeah,
position here, like the only thing you could really do, like kicking wise, would maybe try and kick him in the back of the head,
Wait, how in the back of the head?
because he's got your wrist and your neck, like so, like basically he's like from your
Okay,
dominant
hold on.
side,
Am
which
I
I'm assuming is
am I facing away from him or toward him?
you're facing toward him.
Okay. Basically, what I want to do is bring my knees up to my chest and kick him in the chest away from me.
Okay, so
Because he has me around the neck and hand.
yeah, and I'm just trying to understand how you're positioning your attack. So okay, so you're gonna put your knees up to your chest, and you're gonna try and kick off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I realized that I wouldn't even be able to attack his legs anyways like that, since I'd be technically
Okay.
held up off the ground.
So, because at the speed of which you're moving, you don't have a whole lot of control of your body, this is why you're going to have disadvantage. I'll let you roll again, just because now I understand what you're going to do for the attack. You roll it one more time.
Would it be dex
but
or strength?
It's going to be dex, but you're still going to be at disadvantage. 10. Okay. You do make the attempt to break free. Your knees do kind of get up to your chest. You do try to push off there, but it just basically slips right out. You cannot get out of that grip. Matrix. Well, actually, it's more gonna be Elias's turn now. Well, actually, you guys tied in initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Who wanted to actually go first in that? Because
It would be me, because he said I would go first.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. That was my bad. I forgot to establish that early on. Okay, then Elias. You're not gonna really have much for an attack just because of being in the grapple position.
The only thing I could really do in this situation is to summon my grenade in my hand and drop it at my feet. And I am not doing that.
Yeah, well, because I was gonna say, you are traveling at a very high speed right now. Even if you were to drop it at your feet, it's pretty much gonna do nothing because he's just gonna run right over it and go by.
Unless I held it in my hand and set it off.
That's also a possibility, but you would be inflicting damage on yourself at the same time.
But no matter what, I'd be inflicting damage on myself.
I get that. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, I know. I am not pulling World War II Japanese.
Okay. So you're just...
I'm just along for the ride at the moment.
Okay. You gotta let it go. Yeah. Okay. Matrix. Seeing... You just saw Elias just get taken and just jetted off the building.
Okay, whip out the Graviton Lance. Weapon of choice.
Okay. Make a perception for me.
Yep. I'm gonna pull back up here.
This will be determined if you could have followed him. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you managed to do. You did see him run down the edge of the building. So you do have sight line. You would have to move to get into position. I mean, so you're standing about right here. You'd have to move to like anywhere like from here to like here to gain advantage. But you would have a shot from there if you did want to make the attempt.
Yeah, I want to try and move to about here. That's what I was actually planning anyway. But you know, if I could, I want to move there and then. They're not moving currently at the moment, are they? Or are they still
Yes, they are currently moving at a very high speed. Like,
okay.
With your perception, I'll tell you this. With this perception, they're moving faster than a normal eye can see.
Alright, I'm going to try and anticipate the shot and take a shot and see if I can hit him.
Okay. You hear DB in your helmet go, gonna help you target this one. And he's gonna give you advantage on the shot.
Where's my Graviton Lance? Gonna open this up. Oh, there it is.
13. Okay, no, you're gonna miss.
Yeah.
You do have a second attack though. Make a second attempt.
With the Graviton Lance again? 'Cause I wanted to
If you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I could throw a dagger, but
Yeah, I mean, because
that'd be-
if you switch weapons, that's gonna take up another action.
Yeah.
So,
So I'll
that's-
just do. Oh God.
Okay.
Well, they are moving very
you're-
fast, so.
Exactly. Yep. So you line up. You're trying to anticipate the shot, but you can't get a beat on it. Is there anything you want to maybe say in your bonus action or anything like that?
I was just gonna ask Theo, you got any plans, any ideas on this? That's about it. In the Russian accent.
Theo, as he asks you this question, Nova pops into your helmet. Still running tactical analysis on this guy.
So,
How would we be able to process a bit faster if we were up close?
Up close really isn't the problem here. It's that I need to actively scan him, and I can't get close enough to him.
So then only one of us has to get close?
It's less of a matter of being close, and it's more of a matter of we need to be able to openly scan him, and he's not going to let us scan him. We're able to do what we can with your optical sensors, so that's how we're gaining tactical analysis, but it's still processing, and between the three of us, we're doing what we can, or rather, now the two of us.
Wait, hold on. I actually got a question. Would Paradox be able to scan him while
Oh.
I'm being fucking carried?
I
So
was just gonna ask
this is
that.
actually what I was alluding to, is that those three were running tactical analysis on him, but now that you two have broken off from proximity, Paradox is by himself trying to do that. Alright. So that's gonna end Uros's turn. Theo,
Okay.
you're similar situation. You're up on the roof here. Did you want to try and take a shot at it, or what would you like to do?
Let's see. So currently, they're currently around that area. I guess I could try and take a shot. Yeah. Which I guess I'll sacrifice half my movement so I can aim down for one, so I can get a better shot.
Okay. Yeah, you're not having to move very far either. I mean, you can move 15 feet to get to this position right here, and then you'd have a clear shot on him.
Yeah, so I'll use 15 movement to get to the edge so I can see them clearly, and then sacrifice 15 so then I could aim down.
Okay.
And then I will use my combat bow since it's the longest range I have. So,
All right. And Nova is gonna also do a similar thing. He's gonna help you target acquisition, so he's gonna give you advantage.
okay, so then it'll be 13.
13. That's gonna miss. Do you have second attack? I'm forgetting. I
I
feel like you did.
think I do. Extra attack is it's all 5. Oh yeah, then yeah, I have extra attack.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll for another attack.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay.
okay.
So, you go for your first shot, it misses. You load in the second shot, and you pull it back, and something just goes off in your head, and just like it feels like you just began to target it with your own kind of a targeting system, and you manage to fire a shot. And yeah, you will hit it for the one kinetic. The shot, because it is just the one kinetic damage, it doesn't not phase it, and does not do like any kind of a knocking effect to it. So you did manage to hit it with an arrow, but it's kind of like hitting a deer with an arrow. And it still takes off running. Like it doesn't care that you just hit it. He's still running with Elias in hand. All right, so yeah, the music keeps turning off. I keep hitting for it to replay. All right.
Hold on, are you using YouTube or something?
No, I'm using the jukebox in Roll20.
Oh.
All right, so from here, Elias, he's going to drop you, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to do a large loop that spans from here, the edge being here. So he runs basically like this. He drops you, takes off, gets to this edge, comes back, and he's gonna hit you with a supersonic punch. Now, it's dependent on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need.
God damn it, Barry! This is why we can't have nice things.
Wow, you actually lucked out really well there. Wow. Okay. That could have been way worse for you. All right, so he comes back around and he hits you with this punch.
Question. What did he roll to hit?
It was a 19.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hit.
Yeah, I remember your AC. That's why I didn't bother asking.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I got you. No worries.
Because I was curious. I was like, what the fuck did he roll?
Okay, so that what I gotta. That is 29 points. And that's 29 points, and you are knocked prone. So when your action comes up here, you'll have to use, I thought, was it your movement action to get up? If I remember that right.
Yes.
Because I'm having to relearn prone stuff, so that's why I'm
by the way, one thing I forgot to do earlier from the first thing is shield recharge, because I had taken damage. But so that would actually leave me at 4 hit points, because he originally did 3 damage.
Yeah.
So I have 4 shield points now.
So yeah, he hits you with this, and it does knock you. It would knock you 15 feet. So you go. Well, let's see. You're starting here, so I'll go. You wind up about 1, 2, over here.
Yeah, somewhere about in these 4.
Yeah. And that's its entire movement, so... And that's actually its action. That's gonna actually be it for its turn. So, Elias?
I'm not really gonna get up. I'm gonna roll and fire my grenade launcher from a prone position.
you'd have a disadvantage on that, wouldn't you? Just automatic because you're laying on your back trying to fire it.
No, I was gonna roll over onto my stomach and fire it.
Oh, well, okay. That makes more sense then. Because like if you're firing from your back, it's like, well, then you're gonna have disadvantage if you're firing off your back like that.
Yeah, I was gonna roll over onto my stomach. And...
Okay, that's fair then. Okay. All right.
That is a 20 to hit.
Okay.
And this is
Yep,
a kinetic straight explosive damage too, so.
Okay. Yeah, that will hit.
9 damage. And I don't know if that would cause him to fly back in any direction. Because it's an actual explosive. Like, it's not the explosive of, like, a combat bow. It's like being hit by a 40mm grenade launcher. Because it's one of the breech-loaded grenade launchers.
I'm gonna say it's not gonna knock him back because he was already stopped, and if he was running, that's one thing, because that would definitely trip him up. With the impact, you would stop him from making a forward motion, but you wouldn't necessarily like knock him backwards in any way. So, yeah, you do manage to, yeah, you definitely hit him for sure. What's the D12 again?
Shield.
Shields. Okay, right.
And then for my super to recharge. So hold on. Where? I think I rolled a 4 the first time. Yeah, 4. So I'm at 15 for super.
Okay.
So I don't have it back yet.
All right.
Other than that, I'm just gonna get up. Because I haven't really expended my movement.
Yeah. All right.
Just
So
taking a knee.
Gotcha.
That's it for me.
All right.
It's like, well, wait.
Wait, actually, no, I can fire again. What the fuck am I doing?
Oh, do you have a second
you
one?
have double attack.
Ooh.
So I guess I'm gonna fire the grenade launcher again.
Okay.
14.
That's gonna miss. So, all right. So we'll just kind of replay the events there. So you roll over on your stomach. You fire the first shot. It does impact it, and he kind of juts back just a touch. You get up from your position and you start moving up a bit, and you fire again. The second one, he just quickly sidesteps just a few feet and just narrowly just passes by him.
Also, just want to say I'm not standing, I'm kneeling. Like on one knee.
Okay.
Other than that, that's the end of mine.
Alright. Uros. You're witnessing this incredible beatdown happening right here. What are you going to do?
Well, let's see. I'm still on the roof. Is he still sitting about the intersection right there? Or
Yeah.
somewhere in there. Okay, I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump down off the roof. And I want to, if it's possible, if I can get a little closer, somewhere.
Sure. Yep. So make an acrobatics check for your jump.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's determined.
I was gonna laugh if this is the one moment he gets in that one.
Slap! Face plant. Ow! No. Whew. Okay.
Sorry, we'll continue.
Alright, so you jump off the roof without a second thought, gracefully jumping down through the air, nailing your second jump to land perfectly onto the ground, weapon in hand, moving up into the intersection.
Alright, is his back to me, or is he looking, or like to where you can see?
He's not looking at you, so you would technically have an attack of opportunity from this position.
Sweet. With that uncanny hits, before I... Do I apply that at any time? I can't remember. Because the Graviton Lance is my
You
weapon
would
of
have
choice.
to apply them per attack, and I
I'm just
believe...
asking because I saw it and I almost forgot about it. So
Yeah, God, yeah, it's been a while for me too. I'm trying to remember uncanny hits. How did that work again?
I'll be back in a few seconds.
I thought I
Okay.
had it written down.
Yeah,
Where'd it go?
it gives you an advantage on the attack roll, is it?
Yeah, it's part of the focus fire, and it's on a weapon of choice. That's all.
Yeah,
I
and
wrote
you're
down.
using your weapon of choice right now.
Okay.
I know that, so that makes sense.
And I have an opportunity attack, right? You said? Oh God.
Yep.
Trying to
Yep.
remember to learn this
So
stuff.
you'd get a +2 to your attack roll anyway for
Sweet.
the attack of opportunity.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and take another. I'll take a shot at him as long as he's not vibrating right now.
Yeah, he's
Alright,
not
whatever.
vibrating right now, so yeah, you can absolutely take a shot at him.
Where is Graviton? Right there. 20?
Okay. Yeah, even with the advantages, that's going to hit. So you hit with 5 damage. Okay. Take your second shot.
Please, come on. Oh, that one's not so.
Okay. I'm forgetting because I don't think double attack would work that way. Does double attack give you the same bonus if you're attacking from with an attack of opportunity?
No, no.
Mega, does that make sense? Like,
I think it counts for one, as after
Right.
you take your first shot, they then recognize that you're there.
yeah,
So
that
second attack.
makes sense. So yeah, so yeah, okay,
Oh, I figured the second shot was bad anyway.
By the way, I'm back.
okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it did go wide anyway, but I just want to make sure that the attack of opportunity doesn't extend over to the second shot.
Oh, okay.
Well,
never mind.
hold on. Since it's a pulse rifle, 2 shots would actually be included in the same thing.
But doesn't that count as one attack?
It would count as 1 attack total.
Well, right. So, but he's rolling his second attack now.
Okay, so he's fired 4 consecutive shots.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So opportunity attack does not use the reaction to attack.
No, I figured it was on the first one, not
Attack roll.
after.
And the reason why I stepped away.
Because
is
I
that
think
don't
that's
think
more
it's
of like it might deal with like maybe monks, like if they have like double attack or something like that. If they can,
Like,
if
slam,
they get
slam.
an attack of opportunity, does the double attack? Yeah.
Shoot,
So
doesn't say.
we'll just go with it accounting for the first action and
Yeah, I'm
not for the
fine with
second,
that.
and then we'll clarify it later if need be.
Yeah,
I think the
okay,
only-
fine with it. Because my second
I
shot,
think-
they go, whee!
Well, I mean, it makes sense from the standpoint of the first shot would get it, the second
Well-
shot would not, because they would have already heard
Yeah.
they're being attacked from that direction. So you lose
Yeah,
the
that's why I'm
attack
okay.
opportunity in the second shot.
Not to mention opportunity attacks are reactions, not attack actions.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
see? Cool.
Yep,
I'm learning
perfect.
it.
All right.
It's fine with me. So let's go.
All right. So yeah, you do manage to hit a couple of shots. It doesn't seem at all phased by the shots. You do see them pierce its body, but it's not phased in the least.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to do anything with your bonus action at all?
Oh shoot, I forgot all about the bonus.
Well, that's why I always ask you.
Blade barrage. Am I close enough to use it? I forgot how far is my range.
Yeah, actually, you would be within range, because it's 30 feet, I believe, max range for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll do Blade Barrage. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay. That's a natural one.
Mhm. Whew. What was that? I just warm in the air. I thought it
okay.
was a little cold.
Well. Okay. Let me see.
Okay, hold on. Actually, I have a question about this.
Uh-huh.
Reading what it says, up to 3 targets within 5 feet range. If choosing 1 target, does that mean technically he has 3 chances to hit this guy?
It
So
Or is it 1 chance total?
So he'll get 1 chance total, but it would be for
the
1 target. So he can do 3 targets. 1 target is 2d6.
Okay,
So
he's
he
doing
can do
all
it.
of medicine, guy.
He can do 6d6
to one
on
at
1
least.
target.
If it's
Okay,
split
that-
up, then it's split up a bit. So
The reason why I was asking is because would that 1 number count for all 3 knives?
Yes. So when
Okay.
it says 3 targets in a 5-foot range, they all have to be standing together within a 5-foot range. Otherwise,
Okay.
you're targeting 1 target.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
So, like, for example, if they're
Toasted.
like 3 thralls standing like in a group together, like that's 3 targets within a 5-foot range.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that because
Yep,
the
yep,
wording
that's-
on that seemed.
yeah, it is. But if you read
Yeah,
it,
and I
it's
had to
different.
put it in. Like, I had to type a lot of the stuff up. You gotta understand. I'm pulling it from the book.
Oh,
so.
you're good. I was just curious about that because it's just an interesting way to word it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's,
Okay. Nothing
it's
on
just
you.
the way it is. Because if you read it, it explains a little more detail about it. A little.
All right, so Uros, you activate Blade Barrage, but your emotions are running extremely high. You're angry, and you're not focused. You're losing your focus, and as you throw all your knives, they all just blow right past him without a single one hitting him, and he just slowly turns his head to you. And he starts looking at you.
Hello. Bring it.
I guess this one wants to be next.
Come get some. Okay, that one doesn't work.
All right, Theo. You're up, buddy.
Okay, I know how tall this building is. Do I want to take the athletics route or go acrobatics?
I mean, you're a Titan. You could just cannonball your ass straight down if you want to.
Or because you have
How-
a lift jump.
Yep. I mean, if you want to do like a jump to gain like a height advantage on your shot, or if you want to, however you want to approach that.
Actually, no. That's actually a good plan. I'm a cannonball him.
Okay.
I'm a straight up jump towards him, and I guess as I'm reaching him, I'm gonna melee him.
Let's see.
I know it's gonna be an acrobatics, so I'll get that ready.
What's your max motion range? You're
Um,
40 feet, right?
I think my max is 30. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you're either 30 or 40.
I believe it's 30. Yeah.
Maybe next
Okay.
year initiative.
Yeah, it's 30.
Okay. So you're gonna be out of range for this if you're jumping from the roof, but if you do choose to do this, you can do it, but if you choose to do it, your impact really wouldn't be until your next turn, because you're gonna be... Because you're from here, You're still up here on the roof, and
Yeah, I'd
he's
say, like-
he's down over here. So we're looking at, you got over 30.
Yeah, because I said I'm right here.
Yeah, so 30 feet would be like right about here. This would probably be about, I'd say about 45 feet if you're trying to hit the intersection.
Yeah, because counting from where I am, that would be additional like 10 or 20 feet down.
Yep. Because I mean, I'm not even looking at it from the vertical aspect, because yeah, I mean, you can gain, the vertical, that's fine. But I'm just saying from the distance-wise, for you to actually cross it, that's going to be more 45 feet from your current position.
And Uros is here, right?
Yep, he dropped down and he moved up to here.
Would I be able to move up to here if I was to jump down?
Yep, you'd be able to catch up to Uros and get right beside him.
Okay. Then I do wish to try to get to Uros then over here.
Okay.
So,
All right, so you well then make either your athletics or whichever for your jump down.
all right, then I'll go ahead and do my athletics.
Yep, or acrobatics, whichever you wanted. Okay.
16.
All right. Yep. You make the jump down. You engage your boost at the right moment, so you land quite cleanly, and you're now standing right beside Uros.
And as a bonus action, I do wish to place down my rally barrier,
Okay.
which that should cover both me and Uros.
Yeah. Well, that would. Well, I believe that puts you in half cover until you crouch, and then that would give you full cover. Or am I?
No,
Actually-
that'd be technically right.
Yeah, because rally barrier, you'd be crouching for that in order to gain its full effect.
Okay, so
So-
I've done a movement. This would be a bonus action. Will I still have my attack action or
Yeah,
no?
you haven't used your action yet, so yeah, you can still use your normal action.
Okay. Well, okay, so after jumping down, placing on my barrier, I do want to do a follow-up to what he said. And that is, you'll have to get past the shield first. And machine gun attack.
Love that machine gun.
I like it. All right.
So 13, that would be a miss.
13,
And
yeah,
then
that's-
automatic fire,
Yep.
18.
Okay.
Nice work, Theo.
All right. So the first shot does go wide. Your second shot does. You do kind of skin his backside just a hair. It nicks it across his back. He's still staring at Uros, looking at him rather unfazed. He's just staring at him in this particular moment, not letting up. All right. So, he's now gonna change his target, going after Uros. So your rally barricade is positioned kind of like horizontal from here, right? So it's perpendicular, yeah?
I would believe so, yeah.
Okay. So. 1, 2. Okay. Uros, I need you to make a strength check for me.
Oh boy. Ah, not that one. Oh, shit.
Natural one. Okay.
My turn for the rides.
Oh yeah, you're about to go for a ride. So, starting from the intersection, he does run up to catch you guys from the side of the barricade. He does grab Uros and runs right past you, Theo.
And I can't do a opportunity attack since he would be leaving the range because I used my bonus action already.
His movement range in here is, I'm just gonna tell you, it's fucking ridiculous. So he goes across the parking lot, runs back out to the street, and he's dragging Uros across the street from here to the next intersection. You're dragged for, let me actually find the correct die for this. You are dragged for 9 points of damage. And you are in his grip.
Does he have me around the throat, or is he just like around my clothes?
From here, he has you by the back of your neck.
Yeah, okay. So I can still semi.
He's dragging you face first across the pavement.
Okay, ow. Thank God I'm wearing a helmet.
I was gonna say, I just got some news came across my feed. A 6.7 earthquake hit Iran.
Great, the earthquakes are going on again.
That's no good.
Yeah, this is what's
and that
happening.
was less than an hour ago.
This bad guy, he's causing the earthquakes. He's slamming us around.
This is why we can't have nice things, Barry!
Yeah, come on.
It's the fucking reverse Flash. That's all this is. Sorry.
Now who's the villain, Flash?
Oh my God.
Alright.
Wait, hold on. In the Destiny universe, does the MCU and DC Comics like actually exist by any chance?
From what very little knowledge that has been able to be retained beyond the Golden Age, that's the real problem, is that a lot of stuff that predates the Golden Age is extremely hard to find and come by, because the Golden Age kind of, took over everyone's forethought. So there's
probably be some comic store out there.
There's little bits and little tidbits of information of what was available in the pre-Golden Age, but for the most part, this is not commonly known stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, because if I ever run across a comic, I'm gonna be like, it's this fucker.
But you wouldn't know which one to point at.
Oh, I know. Just seeing like a speedster, I'd be like, oh, it's this fucker.
But he's the hero.
No.
Don't care.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No, it's probably
Don't
one
care.
that you
I like
fucking
that answer.
want where he does a
Don't care.
flashpoint at
Yeah.
him.
We won't go into that. We won't go into that. Anyway.
We're causing earthquakes around.
I lost track here. Was it?
I'm getting smashed across the ground. I'm at the
Yeah,
other intersection.
you're getting
over here.
smashed. Okay, so yep. Elias.
So
He is now. Let's see. Let me actually see, because you're still about right here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 30 feet. So
He's about 50 feet away.
Yeah.
Well, from
I can-
where he's from
I could
where
make it about to here.
yeah, because from
Yeah,
where
about
he's
where I am.
positioned, he's you.
Well, the first thing
Yeah.
I want to do is see how much my super recharges. Yeah, I have my
It's recharged.
So I'm gonna make it run over to here, and I'm gonna shoot at him 4 fucking times. Because you
Okay.
forgot Talawak when I have my super, it refires consecutively.
No, I didn't forget that. It's just because of his movement, though. It's you would normally have advantage on those, I believe, but it's just
no,
gonna be.
I'm gonna wait until he stopped moving with him.
Okay, so you're writing an action for when he stops.
Yeah. So it's gonna be all 4 shots.
Okay, yeah. I just
And-
don't understand the action then.
The other thing I need to do that.
Okay.
That's my shield.
That's your shields. Okay. What's your health at? I'm actually
You never broke my shields.
okay.
You got me down technically to 1, but I forgot the shield recharge, so it was
Okay.
technically 4.
Okay.
I can remember to do the recharge thing too when time comes.
All right. So then that will be your turn then.
Yep. Because as soon as he stops moving with arrows, I am opening fire.
All right. Uros, make another strength check to attempt to break out of this hold.
Okay. Nope. I know that. Dude.
No, you're hopelessly in its grip.
By the way, don't forget your super recharge.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And shield
Do
recharge.
that. And
And
while this
shield
is happening, Uros, make a perception check for me.
I'll do the perception first, and then I'll.
Yep.
No, I'm blind. I'm face down on the ground. I can't see nothing.
Yeah, your HUD is cracking on your helmet. It's blinking and cracking as you're being dragged across the concrete.
For my
Hey, look, a
super-
worm!
Hey, I found a quarter. What's a quarter? And then for my shields is a D10. So I got 2 back on the shields.
Okay.
What's it take to get my super back again?
It's 18 or more.
18. Yep.
Okay, no, I couldn't remember, so I got 7 so far. Okay. Actually, I can put that up here. I'll do that. There we go. Okay.
Okay. All right, so that should wrap up your turn then.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't do anything else. Other than look
Okay.
at the ground. Ooh.
Yep, you're face planting right now, and you can't really do much about it.
Hey, I just delayed the face plant from the building to now. So there we go. Ow! He's scratching my helmet up. Oh, wait.
All right, so that means Theo, you are now up.
Theo, help.
Hold on.
You just, as you were standing and Uros was just standing right beside you, and then in literally a lightning blur, he just, a wind just brushed right past you and he's gone.
Hold on. I need to say something real quick. The way fucking Matrix just said, Theo, help! Reminded me of the meme of, that's my boy! Father, help!
Well, barricade doesn't matter anymore. Running up 30 feet, which I'm right here, so.
15 feet of movement.
Well, I'm not aiming anymore, so. So I can move up to here or about to here. Which
Wait, you're coming towards me?
I'm trying to get closer to here, to
You're trying to move to
Sure.
the intersection where Uros is currently being held.
Wait, I thought
Yeah.
Eros was here. What the fuck?
no,
No,
Eros
no.
is over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're at the other.
because
intersection.
because here's the events here. So he started here, ran up, grabbed Uros, stopped here, moved here, and then he's still carrying him up to this point. So he
Okay,
made it to
So
the
I
other
didn't
intersection.
see these 2 pings right here.
Yeah.
So I was thinking everything was happening right here.
Hey, I'm looking
Yeah,
at the
no,
ground.
so
I can
yeah,
tell you what the other
because his movement is as ridiculous as it is, this is why I have to kind of paint this picture of like he's moving in this direction and this way because this is fucking how much he can move.
I want to point out you could always just use the line mechanic too to draw. His movement.
I'm terrible with that kind of stuff right now, so just bear with me on that.
Okay, I'm gonna start drawing pictures on here then.
Okay, so
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna
yeah, I
get
think
so
I'll move up to here,
Okay.
and then I guess when he does reach this point, I could try unloading him with my auto rifle.
Well, here's the thing with this, and I'll just for everyone to kind of be aware, they're currently in motion right now, so even though like they're currently here, this is kind of like a frozen moment in time where they're still in motion, but they're at this point. So
Yeah,
when you're saying when he reaches this point, he's already here and he's still in motion. So you can attempt to attack now, but because he's in motion, you won't have advantage on the attack. But if you choose to ready your action, like what Elias is doing, you can ready until he comes back in either your direction and make the attack then.
Actually, yeah, that'll be better if so. I'll go here and I can have a bit of cover from with this building, and then I can ready my action to fire into him with my auto rifle.
Actually, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was finished.
No, good. You were still gonna say something, so finish what you were gonna do.
Well, I was gonna move here, ready my action with the auto rifle. So that way, next turn, I would just go into him like that. I did not mean to click.
That's okay.
So my question is, since I'm standing right about here,
Mhm.
and he is down here moving away from me,
Mhm.
he's technically in a position of where he's standing still from me with just his back to me. He's just moving further away. As he's running this distance from here to here, can I fire those 4 shots into his back? Since I already have those shots prepared.
Well, if you do, again, because he's still in motion, I'm gonna say you're not gonna have advantage on the attacks. You can still make them, but they're gonna be a normal attack. You're not gonna have advantage.
I'll try it.
Because you would normally have advantage if he wasn't moving with this situation, but because he is in motion, I'm not gonna give you the disadvantage. It would just be a normal attack.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
I also do want to do my roll for my class recharge as well.
Go ahead and
Okay.
do your,
Yeah. Do that first. Let's cover the recharges first.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
All right,
Yeah, because
so
you haven't taken any damage yet, so yeah, you're fine. Okay.
That's a miss. That's a hit.
I'll hit. Yep. Will miss,
About hit Thunderstrike. No, miss.
and that'll miss. Okay. So you managed to get one shot in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then Theo, since we kind of retconned that a little bit, so did you want to make a similar action? You want to try and shoot at him while he's running with?
I was gonna just take my ready action.
Okay, so you want to keep the ready action then?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm willing to keep it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So we are back to our big baddie. So as he's continuing to run, he turns up. He's going to turn up to here. He runs through the small alley through here, and he's gonna slam you into the wall here.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, make another strength check to attempt to escape the grapple.
Oh, okay.
Nope,
Oops,
still
wrong
can't
one.
get out. Okay.
Oh, got it.
So you're
Yeah,
going to
that's great.
take. So you take 6 points of damage on the impact to the wall, and then he's going to activate Flurry of Blows.
Oh,
That Matrix died.
yeah.
That's a 19.
I shouldn't have said anything.
All right, that's going to be. Actually, that's the wrong one. Hang on.
I hate that he rolled. I heard a bunch just being jostled around. Oh, great.
You take an additional 13 points of damage as he's just giving you shot after shot into your chest. Make
I have no
one more
shield.
strength check. 13, okay. He's gripped you again. And he takes off. And he's just gonna toss your body at Theo's feet.
Ow.
And then he's gonna actually go back to the intersection right here. And he's just going to stand there and stare at you three. Alright. Elias, what are you gonna do, buddy?
Well, I'm gonna fire all 4 shots again. Because I'm not gonna move from my spot. So, would these be with advantage or without?
With these, because he is actually stopped. You do gain advantage on the shots, right? To Laluk, because your super's up. or-
Super allows me to fire 2 times instead of 1.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. It's not a damage boost. Okay.
Well, technically, it does do a damage boost. in this
Well,
sense.
right, but I'm not in the same
Yeah.
sense. Like, okay.
No.
All right. Yeah. So, just roll the attacks, like you would then.
23.
Okay.
Like 5.
5.
And that's a nat 20.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
So, and that's 36 damage.
36. Oof.
And I need to do shield recharge. 7. I am at 22.
And so am I able to do my reaction? Or...
Actually, you should be able to.
Yeah,
'cause I readied
because
my action.
he did run by you, and he is within your attack range.
Yeah, so I can actually attack as well.
I was gonna say the only thing I'm gonna do as a bonus action is put down a healing rift if I have that. I believe I have that. Don't I have that, Dave?
So, attack.
What was it? I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. What'd you say?
Did we choose a rift for me?
No, I don't believe we did.
We'll have to get it.
Well,
next
yeah, we'll get back to that because I don't actually think that was in the book. If you have a rift in there,
time. I mean,
well,
technically. I should.
I'll look at. Yeah, we'll look again. We'll double check.
Yeah, we'll check it next time.
Okay,
But,
so
I'll be
my
back.
ready action both hit,
Okay.
dealing 7 damage.
Yep. So 7 damage. So let's see. God, man, you guys actually hit him really hard.
I'm not done yet either.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, like, for what you guys have already done, like, I'm actually impressed. All right. Yep. So that would have been your previous action. So then you'll be back on your next turn, and then Elias hit him for the 36. Oof. So all these shots are hitting him, and now you're seeing him start to stagger back a bit as he's absorbing these hits. Let's see. So, Uros, you are up next.
Oh, you mean the guy laying on the ground going, ow? I feel it.
You're prone on the ground. You've taken damage, but you can get up and get back into the fight.
Too bad I couldn't pickpocket him during that time. Get the chip. I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, damn.
Well, if you could have broken free, you
Yeah.
might have been able to do that, but because you couldn't break free.
Yeah, and I was like, damn it. So, yeah, I might as well get up and try and get back into the fight with 8 left on my life. I'm so screwed.
Well, you're seeing that he's taking these shots from your comrades right now, so he's taking hits.
Alright, I'm gonna Graviton Lance him. Hit him in with it again.
Okay, do you get up and move up at all, or are you doing this from a prone position?
Actually, why don't we do it from prone position? Because I'm laying down already. I might as well just do it from there. Just roll over.
Okay. Yeah, you still would be within range for Graviton Lance, so yep, go ahead and do it.
There it is.
Ooh,
shit.
nat 20.
Natural 20. Ooh, shit.
Hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Finally.
15. Okay, and then you got a second shot.
This one ain't probably gonna be as good.
That
Still a
one will
hit.
miss.
Oh,
That's
damn.
gonna miss.
Kind of figured.
Okay. That's fine.
High AC on him.
So your shots are tearing through his body right now. Like he's now kind of fallen back a bit. He's still on his feet, but he's now staggered a bit.
Do I still have a bonus action I can use, or?
You did recharge your knife, I believe.
What did I recharge it with? Oh Jesus, I just forgot. Or
Well, you still need to recharge your super too, because you
Yeah.
haven't did that yet.
yeah, I still need to do that.
But yeah,
so-
you should still have your throwing knife as a bonus action. Because you
I
actually
should
come
be
to
able
think of it, you haven't even used it yet. You have not used
No.
your throwing knife yet. You used blade barrage.
Yeah, I used blade barrage, not the throwing knife. So yeah, I'll use
Yeah.
the throwing knife then, I guess.
Well, hang on.
wait.
What's the range on the throwing knife again?
Yeah, wait a minute. I just thought of that too when I said that.
Yeah.
I just had it.
Because this would be. I mean,
don't
you
think
could
it's
throw
got
it. It
enough.
might be a bit of a Hail Mary though.
I might just let it go. Oh, hang on. Here, I'm close. I'm close to it. Throwing knife. I got 20/60 feet. It says on this.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you could still hit it, but it would not be with it. Actually, I think it would be disadvantaged then because.
It'd be just like you said, throwing a Hail Mary and just go.
Yeah, you're throwing a Hail Mary, you know, hoping to
Fuck it, throw it.
thread the needle and get the touchdown.
Yeah, screw it. Let's just throw it.
Tom Brady. Yeah.
I'm pissed. I want to.
All right, so no throwing knife.
No, let's go ahead and throw it. I mean, I got a bonus action. Might as
Okay.
well throw it.
All right. 11.
Yeah. Shoot.
Uh,
Tink, tink, tink. Aw,
Yep.
shit.
So you throw it up. You throw a good old, you know, Tom Brady Hail Mary. The
I'm
blade
distracted.
unfortunately lands just a little short.
Damn. Oh, and then I'll roll for my shield recharge. Which damage. I just covered
Yep.
that up.
Roll your recharges.
Oh, how did I do that? Okay, I did not want to put that. Get rid of that. Thank you. Shield was this. So 9 to whatever I had the last time. And then I need to recharge my super too, which is that's a 9.
9.
9. Everything's a 9 on my thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, can it be on the damage? No.
Nope. All right. Theo.
Roll back up here while you guys are doing that.
Your shots are impacting at the moment. What do you want to do?
I did have something planned, but it doesn't work for my character. So.
Interrupt for a half second. Since he's standing still, do we have advantage on hitting him? Or Matrix would, since he's surprise attacking him?
Well, no, you're all three facing him, so he's facing all three of you. So there's no.
Well, no, I was saying because Matrix is over here in this area.
No,
Well,
no,
me and Theo are over here.
he, as I said, he dropped him at his feet, at Theo's feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Yep.
By the way,
So, no.
Matrix, look at your chat more often.
No. Don't. What? I had a gun, not a grenade launcher. Get it right.
Yeah, when I went to the bathroom, I took my phone with me so I could fucking scream at him. Make sure to fucking charge your shields and super.
Yeah. I will not. Can't make me. Oh wait. No, I forgot what my super was.
The one thing I want to try and do, I can't.
That was for shield. That was for super.
Yeah, what can I do?
Wait.
What subclass are you again, Megger? Forget.
A Titan Defender.
Oh, my super was that.
I can't influence your actions, so I won't say what I was going to.
Almost had my super back.
You
There's
shush.
something I can do.
But no, I just had forgotten what subclass he was running, so.
So I mixed it up. So it's 11, 16. There. Okay, I got 11. Okay. So I got at least some of my shield back. I need 2 more for the super to be fully charged, so.
Okay.
I can
Yeah, okay. I guess the thing I can do is I could potentially run up and try and punch him. That, or I can just throw my grenade, which I think it'll probably be a bit smart to throw my grenade so he doesn't, so that he can't be possibly able to use his abilities.
Yeah, he's got incredible powers of grip, so maybe not the best idea to engage him in a hand-to-hand fight.
Elite Titan.
Well, I mean that's also the thing. I'm also pretty strong myself,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll probably be better to try and suppress his powers, even if it's just like a tiny bit. So, I guess I'll go ahead and throw my grenade at him. That's my action.
Okay. All right. 16. That will see. That's not gonna hit.
But it's also an AOE.
Yep. That's what I'm looking at now. So. Let's see. So he's still gonna make the DC save. So let's roll for that. He's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so no suppression, half
And he
damage.
takes half damage.
Okay. So that'd be 7 because we're gonna round up. So
We need all the numbers we can get.
you kind of do. You kind of do. All right. So that's the end of your turn then.
No, I can still roll for my recharge at least for my
Oh yeah.
barricade.
Right. Yep. You still got your recharges. So yeah, go ahead and roll for your recharges.
To which that's my barricade recharged at least.
Okay.
By the way, I would say our ships are about halfway out, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in combat, about a minute would have passed,
Okay.
and you were told 2 minutes.
Okay, so... Yeah, I guess that's pretty much my turn because I can't do another bonus action.
Okay.
And I don't believe I can technically do a second attack since it wasn't with the weapon. So,
All right.
yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. So it is going to be our big villain's turn. And after taking all of these shots, he's going to activate his healing ability. What you guys see is his body began to violently vibrate. And as he's vibrating, you're seeing bullets that were inside his body dropping at its feet.
That's not fair at all. And yes, I am quoting something.
I know you are. Well, that's not fair at all.
We don't give a fuck.
Oh, fuck. So, as this happens, well, kids, it's been fun, but it's time for me to move on. Don't worry, though. We'll meet again. And he takes off up the street and out of your sight. And because he's going to be too fast for you guys to catch, combat is now over.
Aw.
Well, that was fun.
Paradox jumps in, just kind of breaking the silence. 60 seconds until the ships are here. Let's just regroup and see what we can do.
Matrix, are you still on the ground?
Well,
I
he
think so.
rolled on his belly to take a shot.
Yeah, so
No.
I'm technically just... I guess I'm still there.
So we're all at this like little point right here, right?
Yep, you guys are just kind of laying in the street at the moment, aside from Theo.
I'm standing. What the fuck are
No,
you talking
those
about?
two are standing. I'm the one...
Yeah, though
I'm just
these
laying
two
there
are
with
standing.
my head down on my arms. Graviton
So,
lance still aimed, going...
What are these storefronts right over here by any chance?
They're just abandoned buildings.
Like, one's not a restaurant by any chance?
Yeah, one of them is a little diner restaurant.
I'm gonna walk over to the door and open it. If it's not, I'm just gonna fucking break the lock.
Okay, it's a glass door, so I mean, the door's locked, but you can just break through the glass and go right in.
Surprised the glass is still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Uh,
So you do enter the building. It's just an old diner. It's really dusty. It looks like it hasn't been touched in who knows how long.
I'm gonna pull out one of the tables from one of the booths and fucking just move it out of the way and lay down on the bench.
All right, you kind of kick the table out of the way there and just you lay down.
I just shout out to the other two. Y'all wanna get in here or y'all gonna sit in the fucking rain?
I get up slowly. Start walking.
DB
Just pretty much trudging over, not saying anything.
DB chimes in on your helmet. Hey, don't beat yourself up over this. You know what we're up against.
I don't say a word. I'm just gonna keep going in. That table he just pushed out, I smash in half.
All right, you with little effort, you just punch right through and you crack that table right in half.
Then go sit down on the other bench and just lay down.
I'll go and just sit on a bench.
I'll move my feet out of the way.
Theo, as you're sitting down, Nova chimes in to you. Goes, I've completed our tactical analysis of what we have on him, and you see in your HUD, he starts displaying some graphs and some figures to you. He goes, "This is your power level," and he shows you a small dot. And this is his, and he shows a large sphere. It's basically like a size comparison between stars. Like you are like a tiny, little
Like
bright
our
star.
compared to Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Like here, like his light level that he's emitting is astronomical. And Nova just goes, the amount of energy that he's producing, it's beyond anything that we know of. This is even impossible for any guardians to possess.
I'm just silently making a phone call in the helmet to the Vanguard.
Paradox chimes in. I've already alerted Nikon to this. He's been apprised of the situation. He wants to talk to you once you get back.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little concerned about all this.
No shit.
To say the least. Yeah, it's just... He's not
The city-
happy.
The city block out there looks like a fucking war zone. As it turned into one.
And I guess my reply to Nova is he's not a guardian.
But he's a light bearer. That's what's so striking. His power over arc energy is quite literally unmatched.
How?
Do I hear that part of the conversation by any chance?
This is actually this is in Theo's helmet right now. It's not a public conversation.
Okay, because I was gonna say I would comment on that if it was
me
public.
too.
I mean, Theo can make that public if he wants to.
Well, first off, is that all the information?
We're still compiling raw data. We'll have more details when we get back, but this is preliminary stuff right now. His energy output is, well, astronomical.
I'll show the others then.
So Nova will pop out of the backpack and he relays the same information to you guys regarding the energy levels. Basically showing just how your light level compares to his, and it's not even close.
And yet, showing us that graph, it means that we can still hurt him.
There's a lot we can learn from this, but one thing seems to be rather certain. This is no warlord. He's not a guardian. But what he does have, in lieu of that, is an unmatched power of light that seems, quite frankly, unstoppable.
Unstoppable, but yet impregnable. You can still harm him, and that's all it takes.
This is quite true. We don't know how much damage we actually inflicted on that last attack, but we should have done something, right?
Yes, from the looks of his strike that we dealt to him, it seems as if he reversed the wounds that we inflicted on him.
Really activate that ability. Hey, don't forget to recharge your shields if you took damage.
I think I was the
Yeah,
only
don't even worry about that. In lieu of no combat, your shields will automatically be recharged.
Yeah, I have my
Yeah.
temporary hit points set as like my the ones that actually change, and the current hit points as like, oh yeah, that's what I need to get back up to.
Man, you wanna know what the funny thing is? I'm the shield and I didn't take damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He fucking has a grudge against me.
He knows your name.
Mm-hmm.
I think he knows
What else
all
does he
our
know about
names.
you, though?
He's probably one of my former teammates that probably got killed in the future.
You know what this kind of reminds me of?
Hmm?
It kind of reminds me of a story of a being that's well beyond the powers of anyone, and the people that do try to stop him are the underdogs. And yet, as the stories always go, the underdogs eventually prevail. I don't see why this situation isn't like that.
The problem with this is that is a tale. And tales aren't always the truth.
But there is
Yeah.
some truth behind them.
Tails have to come from somewhere.
Sure. Sorry, I'm being the pragmatist here. Is that the right word? Glass half full?
Optimist.
Optimus is being positive about a situation.
Well, given the fact that we're all alive, I think that's at least some positive note, right? Live to fight another day.
I guess. I mean, we still have all that raw data.
Yeah, that's gonna take some time to decompile, and hopefully we learn something. Can maybe give us a heads up on him, whatever he's after.
Yeah.
By any
think-
chance, would we know of any Braytech facilities on Earth?
I would say there would be at least one facility somewhere on Earth. You wouldn't.
I think the only
Actually,
one
make
I
an
would
intelligence for me. Let's actually roll for it to see if you would know this off the top of
That's
your
a
head.
net 20.
I was
Okay.
gonna say like I would probably have the closest connection to it since EXO. I was
Oh.
dead on it.
Well, you would technically know that it's from Europa, but
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
talk about that.
Bray had a facility on Europa, but I believe they had facilities on Mars, and they also had, I believe,
Not
at
for
least-
Exos though. Exos only came from
not for
Europa.
Exos, yes, but they did have Bray facilities on Mars, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was Braytech facilities on Venus, Mercury, not Mercury. Well, technically there was a few on Mercury, Mars, and Earth, and technically
Yeah, so-
Saturn.
Yep, so you are aware of the one that is on Earth.
Do I know where it is by any chance?
With
Like-
that roll, I
Like
would
narrowing
say,
it down to a city at least.
yeah, it would be somewhere in Russia. So you would be able to at least have enough information to track it down. Yep, so you have at least enough of a lead to go off of when it comes to that.
As I'm just laying on the bench, I just look at the other two and go, the Vanguard doesn't have a supercomputer to process this data, and this is going to take years to go through. Braytech would probably really be the only one to have a working supercomputer, and that's if. And that's in Russia.
Paradox chimes in, well, yeah, we might be able to use the old facilities in old Russia. It's worth a shot.
There's also the computers that that town and that Matrix was from, that facility. But I don't know if that would be capable of doing it because it looked like all the data there was corrupted. So maybe we'd have to wipe the servers and restart from the beginning with this raw data.
DB will chime in and goes, the computers there would actually be powerful enough to do it.
But how long do you think it would take?
Uncertain. We won't know until we can begin the decryption process.
I'll say let's head there first and make copies of this data so we can have backups, so we can test it out in this facility.
So as
And
this
put it on the
conversation is
collar.
going on, you do hear the hums of your ships coming overhead, and the lights from their what would be their under like an underlight?
Guiding lights.
Guiding lights. There you go. Yeah. So you see the guiding lights on the streets out in the building in front of you, and they're hovering in position.
Let's return to your home, Matrix. Or us.
Home of the dead? I mean,
No, because that town can be rebuilt, even from the little bit of it.
not the
Can
people.
be also used as a Vanguard outpost if necessary. Because I have a feeling it's going to be useful in the future.
DB kind of just turns to you, Uros, and goes, "Come on, let's do this. If we can get a lead on him, we can get caught up on him and hopefully do something to get him." And he's DB's noticeably getting a little depressed about it, and he's kind of feeling the same way you feel right now. But he's trying to be optimistic and he's trying to lift you up, but he's feeling that weight as well.
Let's just go.
We'll get through this, I promise.
We have to. Let's just go.
And DB jumps into your backpack and... Is
Before
everyone
I-
ready?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I was
say-
gonna say, if everyone's ready to go.
I was
I'm
gonna
already
say
headed out the
before
door.
I hop into my ship, I turn to the other two. Do we want to go to Colorado first or the city?
You two pick, I'll just follow. Just walk out the door and get into the ship.
I haven't really been anywhere else besides the arena, so your choice.
Nova will jump out and kind of go, I think it's a good idea that we go to Colorado. Decrypting the data might be our first clue into the full scope of this, whatever it was, this plan.
Yes.
Paradox, do you mind contacting Nikon and having him meet us in Colorado? That way we can kill two birds with one stone while decrypting this data.
Paradox jumps on and goes, yep, I will let him know right away and keep him apprised of the situation.
Alright, let's let's head back to Colorado.
All right.
Beautiful scenery, by the way.
I guess as I'm
Alright.
jumping into my ship, I'm gonna ask Nova. When we do get there, do you mind if I assist in decrypting? There's a little thing I wish to try and test.
Certainly. You'd be more than welcome for your help.
Yes, there's something I need to discover that would probably be beneficial.
You mean what that thing said earlier about you being more stronger if you accept what you are?
It's a curiosity, yes. But with me being able to understand the coding and that weird thing that popped up with targeting him.
There
It
was
is
something that happened with your targeting?
I was able to get a precise shot the second time I hit him with my bow. Don't know what it was about, but I'm not sure where it popped up from.
Interesting. I did notice you did manage to hit the shot, but I didn't know that was some extra level of targeting. Interesting.
So don't mind me on trying to discover what is happening.
Nova just he's kind of happy at that. He goes, "I'm all for it. I'll be more than happy to let you help."
Alright. Let's head to Colorado.
Before I hop into my ship, though, I'm gonna jump over to Matrix's real quick and tap on the canopy to have him open it up. Like, I'm standing on top of the ship.
Yeah, he's standing on the inner ship.
What?
I pull out my, kind of like the MP4 that I was using to play music. I hand it to him.
What's this?
Something that might boost your mood. Just a little bit. Nah, just jump back over to my ship.
DB kind of hops out and examines the item in your hand and goes, "It's a music player. It's got a lot of songs on it."
And the most recent one was the one that, he heard me playing when I was upside down in my ship.
God, which
80s
one was
hair
that?
rock band.
Yeah. What the hell?
And I guess we're off to Colorado.
Okay. So I'm trying to think, should we... I don't want to make this too long.
I'm fine with continuing for a little bit longer.
Right, it's just, I think we'll end up cutting it here tonight. Just because this was all, like... This is what I had planned for last week, and I wasn't entirely ready for the stuff for what preceded that, so I'll need to get stuff ready for that, for
Okay.
Colorado.
8-hour session. Here we come. Wait.
No.
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 We nearly went what 4 hours one night already.
5
Like
hours.
that was a long combat mission. So,
I think it's almost 5
but
hours.
yeah, we'll cut it for tonight. Are you guys okay with doing another session next week so we don't have to worry about one over the holiday weekend?
I'm perfectly
Let me
free.
check my calendar real fast.
Because
Sounds
next
good
week
to
would
me.
be, like Thanksgiving, holiday weekend, or the following weekend. So, are you guys okay with doing one next week, or?
Yeah,
I
I'm
should
fine
be
with
perfectly free.
Okay.
I gotta make sure when this person texted me if they wanted me to work, if it was like the 28th or not. Because it was the 20th something, so let me double check
Yeah.
that real quick.
But I mean, if it's a
No
28th,
problem.
then that's perfect. Then because
Yeah.
if we do it next week, then you're golden.
God, I forgot that's already coming up. So.
Yep, 28th. I'll be fine for next weekend.
Okay, so yeah, we'll continue this session next weekend then, and then that way we won't have any issues with the holiday weekend.
Holiday weekend. Yeah, right. I don't get a week. Yeah.
I don't either, but this is just for all our sakes, just like, anyone seeing family, any friends or anything like that are coming to town, and like I want to give everyone their space for the holiday weekend.
The great thing for me is that due to me taking that permanent position, I have holidays off.
Oh, lucky.
Lucky.
But I don't get paid, so.
Yeah, well, when I work I get holiday pay, so I get time and a half, so
Yeah.
like it's worth it. I need the money. I need the money, man. But yeah, I'm still doing Mass Effect Mondays. I'm Mass Effect 3 right now. We're maybe like 10 hours in. Still a long ways to go in Mass Effect 3, and then once we finish up with that, I will be playing Andromeda. Maybe gonna finish out this series here before the end of the year. That's kind of what I'm trying to aim for. Maybe finish Andromeda before the end of the year.
Have you seen the new teasers for the new Mass Effects coming out?
I have.
Yeah, you might want to talk to Bork in the other server about that, because he's a massive Mass Effect nerd.
I'm excited for it. I'm optimistic, but at the same time, Andromeda wasn't really that great.
In all honesty, you don't technically have to look at it as a main story, because it's taking place in another fucking universe.
I mean, if it's like a reboot alternate universe, but it's like the same similar situation, like
it's taking place in a different fucking galaxy that's like 200 years after Mass Effect 3.
That's Andromeda then.
Yeah, Andromeda. But
okay.
The teasers, though, some people are speculating that this is going to be about 300 to 400 years after Mass Effect 3.
See, if that's what they're doing, like, I just don't want it to be Andromeda 2 because EA fucked up Andromeda so bad. They even left so many loopholes and so many like unanswered story beats that like really pissed a lot of people off. So, like, I'm actually kind of mad that they didn't finish out the DLCs for that, because they had literal open story modes that were just there was so much there. So mad they didn't finish it. But I'm gonna play through the whole thing. I'm gonna finish it out because I can, and this is gonna be like the first time I've fully completed an entire playthrough of a series game start to finish on stream. So I don't care. I feel good about doing that. But that's it for me. If you guys doing any streaming yourselves, anything you wanna plug?
I'm still nobody.
I'm a nobody either, but I still stream to a party of nobody. It's fine.
By Witch Queen.
Yes, by Witch Queen. Actually by the 30th anniversary special, because everyone wants a Gjallarhorn.
Yeah. Also, something that also just came across my newsfeed. Apparently 4 hours ago it came out that Queen Elizabeth has been hurt. She fucking sprained her back. So
and she like 300 though. Like, she'll be fine.
300,
yeah.
350.
I want to just say that the Queen is surprisingly nice to people.
Yeah. Like I'm not very fluent on like British politics or whatever, but like I'm somewhat knowledgeable about her personal history, and like she's fucking amazing.
She's a prankster, if you didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because at one of her vacation homes, it was noted that she likes to take walks without her personal guard, and sometimes people don't recognize her. Like, it's a vacation spot for people. She was just walking the gardens without her personal guard and met up with some American tourists. And they started talking to her, walking with her and everything. And somebody eventually came and got her. And one of the guys was like, by the way, you never really introduced yourself. And she goes, oh, I'm the Queen of England, dear. And just walks away.
Yeah, it's just like imagine you're outside like on a balcony or whatever, and you're just like you're chilling. You strike up a conversation with a random dude, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, that was like the president of the United States. Wait,
Yeah.
what? What?
The funniest joke I've ever seen was like two guys having a conversation, and one of them goes, "Yeah, everybody in the world knows me," and he's like, "There's no fucking way." He's like, "Yeah, watch this." He dials a random number and puts it on speakerphone. He goes, "Hey, Barack, it's Dave." Like, that's literally the name that the person used. And he's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, hey, Dave, how you doing?" It's like, "And do you want to grab a beer or something?" And like, he goes, "Okay, there's no way that you just know Barack out of nowhere." And so they're on like a trip later on, and like a month later, and they're at the Vatican. And he goes, "Oh, by the way, I know the Pope too." And he's like, "Bullshit." And he's like, "All right, you don't believe me?" A few minutes later, you know how like the Pope does like speeches every now and again. And he's like, "Holy shit, he's really up there with the Pope." And he hears somebody in the crowd goes, "Hey, who the fuck's up there with Dave?" They didn't know the Pope, but they knew Dave.
That is so great.
Dice Tower of Doom.
I like how we don't use the sessions room that's in here. We just use the primary chat.
That's because it's only us in here, so we don't have to worry. See, yes, people, anybody who ever sees this, this is our Discord. We use it specifically for this. You don't ever see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe one day. Maybe.
Maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll let the people in.
No, with limited
Someday.
restrictions. They have to roll a d20, and if they roll below 5, they're sorry. Or 10, you know, make it 50-50 chance. And if they roll a d20, hey, look, get all privileged.
Actually, Dave, you were right. I went back and looked at the Tlaloc. Eye of the Storm. If you have half your shield points or less when you take a shot with this weapon, you have advantage on that shot. Most of the time, I was lower than half the fucking shield when I was shooting at the guy.
And see, that's why I was asking, because I thought there was something like that, but I couldn't remember the perk behind it, like, or how it activates. So I'm like, that's why I thought you had advantage on your attacks. I'm like, wait a minute, do you or don't you?
I guess
So-
we do for future knowledge. And the other one is that the
That's what-
Everflowing Light.
But yeah, it only procs because you were underneath like half health. So
Yep. And the other one
Okay.
is that this weapon gains an additional damage die, gains automatic fire. So technically, it's for one shot, it's 2 damage die. So I'm firing 4 times, so I get 8 damage die.
Out of curiosity.
yeah, so you're like altogether it's like 8d6 for the damage. And wait, because it's like 2d6 per shot, isn't it?
I don't know. Let me open up Roll20 and just roll a shot real quick.
What's a wizard smell like?
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm
candle.
seeing he's got these candles, Wizard D20 handmade candle. Like, what does that smell like? It's blue and purple. Hey, there is smell. Scent of the wizard candle inspired by character class. It's a smell of a. Go back down. Library filled with old books along with wizard's pipe smoke. So
And
it's an
it is
old.
just-
It's old book smell with wizard pipe smoke.
And then here's rogue, and then there's one ranger. It's like,
So,
what?
Dave, I just looked at it. It is only
Shittiest
1d8 that I
where
get,
adventures
so
are
it's
from.
doubling the damage
Sweet
and doubling my
persuade
shots.
And smoke. And
Oh.
moon like musk.
So, in the future, I guess I'm gonna have to roll an additional d8 when I'm in the overflow.
Okay.
Yep. Well, yep, right, because the reason I didn't set it up that way is because you have to be at half health for that to proc, so that's why I'm not...
No, that's
not...
overflowing. That's
Oh
overflowing.
my god.
Scroll up
Oh my
in
goodness.
images a little bit to where you pinged me, and look at the perk Overflowing Light.
That's hilarious.
While you have a supercharge, this weapon gains an additional damage die, gains the automatic fire property, and when you hit a target with a shot from this weapon, You can change the damage type to depend into your white affinities damage type. So it's just when I have my supercharged.
Yep.
So I'm getting double the shots and double the damage per shot. So it's almost as if I'm firing 8 shots in 4 shots.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's something that we definitely need to remember. I guess if you want to make like another attack, the slash spellcasting, you know how on Roll20 that it says the scout rifle shot? If you want to make an overflow shot, that would also work. Just the same property, except it's 2d8.
I would just say, actually, just make a note of this for whenever this happens. Just
It's gonna happen quite often.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but like, just remind me when it does happen, because it's not going to happen every time, because you're not going to be starting. Well, I mean, so let's just kind of be clear on that. So whenever you're using Talaluk, when your super is not charged, this is not active. You're gonna have to remind me of that though, because I'm in a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna forget a lot of these details, especially when it comes to like stuff like this. When it comes to like weapon augments and stuff like this, so you're just gonna have to remind me of that.
So it's basically when my super is fully charged. That means I hadn't used it.
Right,
That
but I'm saying in the middle of combat though, with
Yeah.
everything going on, I'm gonna have to remind me, because I'm not gonna remember that.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If we want to add like into the attacks and spellcasting, the overflow shot, so we don't have to change it. Like, go, oh yeah, this is actually what's going on.
Well, I mean, all that would be is just that you just roll an additional 2d6.
No, it'd be another
Or
1d8.
2d8 or 1d8 for the attack. Yeah, so I can maybe set some out, but I'll take a look into that.
Okay.
What are these fucking things you're looking at in here? Some of this stuff is just weird.
Yeah, it is.
I'm go
Which
ahead and
one
head
is it?
out.
All right, Megu. You
All right, Megu. Yeah, you have a good one, dude.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys later.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
So don't fuck.
Don't let burnout have peace.
Got it.
No peace in our time.
What is peace?
Basically.
Alright.
Oh, Dave, I
Well,
forgot.
shit's in the links. Look for it there.